Welcome! We are looking at E.flanaganii. It is a succulent and it is a euphorbia, so it means it's a weird plant because euphorbias are always weird. The succulentism of euphorbias developed more than once, actually many times throughout the evolutionary process. So even though succulent euphorbias belong to the same genus, they are very varied, they are unlike each other, and unlike anything else for that matter. This euphorbia is creating a nice thick codex from which there grow thinner stems all around. And these stems have a lifespan, the smaller stems have a lifespan of about 2 seasons. So what we see here, these dry out stems are stems that are 2 years old, that formed 2 seasons ago. These ones formed last year, and during winter time they will fall out, they will dry out, and they will look like that next year, like the dry ones next year. And here in the center there is a circle of new stems that are growing, and that will replace the ones that are big this year. I showed you this plant already last year, but I made the video a little bit too late. I made it when there were no flowers on the plant, and the flowers last year created a very beautiful circle around the center of the plant. And this year, let me zoom in, there are 3 flowers, and I still am hoping for a whole circle. Here are the flowers. I still am hoping for a whole circle, but I don't want to risk it, because what if there will be no more flowers? What if these are the only flowers of this season, and then I will be late showing them to you? Okay, so this is the plant, these are the flowers. The flowers are yellow and beautiful, but the yellow color is not actually the color of the flower itself. The yellow color is created by tiny little leaves that grow around the flower. And this is characteristic for euphorbia. Euphorbias have very insignificant flowers that are called tziatzia, and the tziatzium is a cluster of male and female flowers. So the flowers are reduced only to the reproductive organs, and whatever is around the flower is a modified leaf. And this is something that all euphorbias create. I keep this plant during the winter. I keep this plant at home on a windowsill in a room that has just normal room temperature. At night it's a little bit colder. And during summertime, when it's warm outside, I keep it outside in a sunny spot, but the sun is not direct. It's a sunny spot, it's a bright spot, but I don't expose it to a scorching sun, because I'm afraid that that might be too much for the plant. The watering of the plant is something that I would like to tell you about, because as you can see, the plant is in a container. At first I put it in this container because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. I had this container, I had this pot. The pot is a little bit too big for it, but I just wanted to put the plant somewhere, and I didn't want the water to drip, and I needed something for the water to drip. And the water did drip down, and it started accumulating at the bottom of this little cup, little vase. And look what happened. The roots started growing down to reach the water at the bottom. So because it happened, I keep this plant in this pot, even though the pot becomes a little bit too small for it. I keep this plant in this pot, and I make sure there is always a little bit of water at the bottom. In the winter, I don't water the plant at all. I just let the water at the bottom feed the roots, and the roots can take as much as they want. but there is very little water, and sometimes the water will dry out completely, and then I will put a little bit of it again. And in the summertime I water it from the top. In the summertime there is more water here, and I don't let this soil in the pot be dry for too long. I let it dry, but when it's very, very dry, then I water it from the top again. And because it's outside, when it's raining, the entire plant gets a little bit of a shower, but it doesn't rain that often here. So this is my Euphorbia E.flanaganii with just 3 flowers, beautiful ones, and I hope you like it, because I like it a lot. Thank you very much for watching my video. Have a great afternoon.